rocket like rocket fuel. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, engine drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Don't jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, it's to get rich or dead. Try. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze or won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. This is taken at the 3.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Great job, great job.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he finds Howard complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. Mahomes firing complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Switch. Come back. Attack.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Yellow. Come on, Eddie. Man, that's trash. Check. 15. Check. Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to not let them affect you in a negative way.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line. And they're able to get this one across. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's it, baby. We got one. At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Yellow! Hey, Ridley!
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Able to find Isabella. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Mahomes. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And an alley to run. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's gonna run, but he's got a long way to go. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Jennings. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jennings was the one he was looking for. This is Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Badgley able to punch this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay upward.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Quan Alexander, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now here's Mahomes. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run with Breida. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Let's go. Let's do it.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll go deep down the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Badgley's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. On 1st down, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And again, it's Mahomes. This one caught by Isabella. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Mahomes now to throw. This is Jennings. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Check 13.
Side here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return will stop at the 15-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big play there for the Niners. 62 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
To throw is Jackson. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He completes this one to Mack. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Now it's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jackson to throw again. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets it a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates
And across the chalk into the end end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
So the victory here for San Francisco.